I've got a very simple question for you, but probably with some complicated answers. What would you want in a potential Skul the Hero Slayer 2? That's what I'm asking you today. I want to see some comments down below. I'm very curious to hear what you would like. I don't just mean from a purely gameplay, standpoint. Do you want to, keep swapping involved? Do you want to still have it revolve around two different skulls that you can pick up and alternate between, as I'm doing right now? Do you want it to kind of evolve on that a little bit? Do you still want it to be 2D? Do you want it to maybe potentially move in the direction that something like Risk of Rain did? Yeah, why not? Do you want it to expand on the story? Would you like it to kind of be a different kind of story? Maybe one that doesn't follow Skul at all, a spiritual Skul successor, but not one that is specifically Skul. For example, we have like Hades 2 that doesn't really revolve around, going after and beating up Hades anymore, so the name is a little bit of a misnomer, but you get the idea. It's the Hades world. It's named after Dad, Why are all these games so hard focused on the father figures, in these worlds? Hades, Skul, Isaac with his mother, there's a little bit of family-related issues in roguelikes, it would seem, And that's not the only ones. There's a few of them that have this issue. Just an observation. I'm just saying, family dramas seem to be pretty common. But besides all of this, would you want them to expand on Skul's story, Skul the character? Would you like a new protagonist? Would you like a prequel maybe, where you get to play as the hero, as his dad, before his, eventual fall, when we find out the fate of his son and the hero falling into a Great Depression and becoming disenfranchised with his duties, etc. Or would you like a sequel set just after the game, picking up just at the end after the hero's departure? Would you maybe like it set a while in the future where little Skul is taken over as potentially the Demon King and there's a new protagonist? There's a lot of different ways that you could go about this, and I'm kind of set up for a magical Skul Boy run. I'm kind of doing this as a just see whatever the hell happens and kind of go with it from there. But the game is giving me necklace. The game is giving me necklace. No, you know what? I'm not going to do it. If you want to see me do a Skul-only type run where we deliberately go in and make it all about the main lad himself... Oh, Hope Slasher. Wait a minute. If we're taking Hope Slasher, I gotta get the standard sword. We now have double courage. We have, two of the best courage items in the game. Karlan sword is not bad. We've got a lot of Karlan stuff now. We've got some money coming in. I could grab Cobalt, but I'm gonna save my cash. I'm gonna re-roll real quick and look for something juicy. I could pick up the bow and start bringing in the big dollars. Let's start bringing in some money, dude. We gotta find us a physical boy to use. I could go with Spear. Pike. Pike, I should say. Pike-a-roo and his funny spear. Damn, that is hurting, man. Get out of my way, Mr. Shield. Stop that. Yeah? You think... Really? Stop that. I've given it some thought myself. I'm not really sure how I would go about a Skul sequel in terms of what I would like or what I wouldn't, want to see. I think I'd like to keep it 2D. I don't feel like every new game needs to start breaking the dimensions. I don't think that we need to go the Risk of Rain 2 route. Personally, just me being me, I'm not exactly going to be, the guy designing the game, making the game, any of that kind of stuff. Whatever the developers want to do is whatever they're going to do. I'm going to keep looking for a Skul. I may not lock in Pike just yet. We'll see how we go. Although Pike with a lot of damage is always a good time. I would like to avoid a lot of 3D assets. I would like to avoid doing a Wizard of Legend 2, as it were. I think... Oh my god. I think not going that route where it kind of loses its identity and turns into something else. Because one of the reasons I'm not a big fan of Wizard of Legend 2 at the moment, despite it just coming out into 1.0, and why I'm not covering it, is it's a little bit too much Hades for me. I liked Wizard of Legend because it wasn't like a lot of other rogues. It was very unique in the way that it played. It had a cool combo system. It was fast, but not, you know, borrowing too much from its contemporaries. It had its own identity to it. It was just its own unique thing, and the sequel feels a little bit too derivative of its peers. You know, it feels like it's doing a little bit too much of what. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, I figured that would hurt. Man, you with the fire on the ground, annoying. Die. Nah, not that. The solar sword, though. We are getting some luck out here with these items. Okay. Whoever is going to be the boy that gets to use all these items is going to have a good time. Nah, we're going to leave that and wait and see what we get next. Okay, so what do I have here? Do I need to start locking some things in? Not really. I don't really have anything for locking in. I could take Knight's Determination, actually. Let's get that. We very rarely pick up Knights, but Knights in this situation might be kinda good. Never undervalue Knight's Determination. It's a very, very good item. Still, it kind of depreciated a little bit with the advent of hard mode coming in, but it's still very, very nice, especially if you're learning the game fresh. It's one of my my top recommended items for learning the game from scratch. If you're very new to it, it's a very good, I don't want to say crutch, it's a good learning tool because, well, there are crutches in the game, don't get me wrong. There are some items and some builds that are very, very ghoul, that are very, very good at getting you some easy wins, but Knights is just really good in general for being a good item. What I was saying before, right, so Wizards, I don't feel like it's kept its identity. I much prefer Wizards 1 over number 2. So I'd like to see Skul kind of retain its identity. That is Mithril Gear. Okay, that is Mithril Gear. We might be doing a Pike run. The stars are kind of aligning. Getting Mithril Gear is very good. We may not get the Masterpiece effect locked in, but that is that. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be a dash build specifically using chase items and a lot of the dash stuff, but in my opinion, the best Pike builds are often the ones that just focus specifically on his strengths, and his main strength is doing a lot of damage. The reason why you'll see me sometimes start with Pike, or almost always with Pike actually, as my starting random Skul, is because Charge, the ability that we're using right now along with Spear Swap, in my opinion, is one of the strongest common Skuls when it comes to initial utility. He just seems to do a ton of damage. He reaches far with it. Like, look at this initial burst damage. Wait for it. Hang on. Look at that, dude. That's a lot of damage right there, Pikey boy puts out. That's a lot of damage just by doing a little swap-a-roo, just a little bit of the business. Don't. You do that to most elite enemies, they fall over and die. Not the best example right now, though, because we are dealing with Yiggs and we don't have a very... Ooh, I thought we were done. A very strong character build right now, but, you know, good enough, good enough. I'd like to see it stay 2D. I'd like to see maybe... I don't think the pixel art is something that I want to see disappear. I kind of like the pixel art. But if they wanted to update it and make the pixel art, I don't know, higher fidelity, maybe? But then again, the game has an identity. I want it to evolve, but I don't want it to completely devolve, you know? I think the plane, like the ground, the grass, I think, you know, background assets, I think there's room for things to evolve a little bit and get better. Like that flag in the background, for example. Moving as mostly like, you know, several images kind of fluttering along. I think you could make that like a more fluid pixel art, but at the same time, don't go too far with it to the point where you're alienating the game itself. You know, Wizards once again made a very big departure from its original art style. I'm not a fan of that. Hades 2 has retained its art style, things like that. You know, I like the idea of being able to look at a game and know exactly what it is. Rogue Legacy, another one that I think of where I know exactly what I'm looking at when I look at either the first or the second game. They kind of look the same. What am I doing here? I'm not a big fan of a lot of these options. I might take the Priestess's Veil, or I might just sell something. I could take the knife to get some extra crit, but I don't have anything I want to ditch right now. Like, literally, all of this is okay for now. I just want to get some improvements. Let's just sell. I don't want any of that. Some of you are going to get mad and be like, Beelz, why didn't you keep X and Y? Well, I don't need X and Y. Does this mean lightweight might happen? Dodge cooldown speed drastically increased after enemy is defeated? We could start blitzing with some lightweight power, which we very rarely ever get to do. Trance is cool. Negotiator is okay. I might do some lightweight. You know? Not as cool as the original version of this, way back when the hard mode stuff first came out, and Silent Cries probably. We want our cooldowns, don't we? When hard mode first came out, one of my very early spear builds for Pikey Boy, he was disgusting on release. If you remember, you know what I'm talking about. He was filthy when the hard mode stuff first came out, doing just easy carry character. Even more so than you might expect. Get a little swap in there. No, don't hit me there. Don't do that. Nope. Nope. You and your Legion upgrade, sir. Oy. We are due for a damage increase, as you can probably tell. My god. I don't know story-wise where I would like to see the game end up. It's kind of hard... Oh, we did kill him. It's kind of hard to say where I'd like to see the story start from, or, you know, like a continuation of where we left off, maybe something new, set in the same world but following different characters. Maybe, like... Because do we keep it... Do we keep it from the perspective of hero slaying and from the perspective of... sell this, of the demon's army? Or do we, you know, take a look at maybe the human side of things and see what they're up to? Sky's kind of the limit, you know? There we go. Need to start using my lightweight. I haven't used this in so long, I forget about it entirely whenever I try and use it, because I only use it on Pike builds, but it's not a bad idea to try it if you want to do it on, like, a power skull, you know, for the funny dashes. Die. Talk to her. Leave her there. No. I was gonna say, I could pick him up and use him just as an option instead of little baby boy Skull, but... No. No. I'd rather break him and get those bone fragments. Mutant and Wisdom? Damn, that's an alright box. That's a pretty good box, he said. What are we looking for? We're looking for the ring. We're looking for... I could lock in some 2 revenge. We're looking for Masterpiece. If I ditch, say, the armor, the insignia, and the bow, I could get some Masterpiece going, and then replace the staff, and we could have 5 Masterpiece then. Yeah, let's fish for some Masterpiece. Heart of the Ascetic is not what I'm looking for, but then again, if we lock in revenge, I can buy some bones over here, and now we are too broke. 500, I could do this. I could replace one more. No, we're not getting lucky here. Alright, we leave the item up top just in case we find some Masterpiece at some point. I kind of want to get to at least 3, to at the very least benefit from the bonuses that we can get from having lots of Masterpiece. Oh, my dash spam ran off right as he attacked me. Perish, nerd. Ow, dick. There we go. Start dashing through them, dude. Nope. Admittedly, I wish lightweight lasted just a little bit longer. I feel like it runs out just a smidge too early for my attack. Really? No. No, 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 no. Uh-oh. Oh, that still got me? Thank you. I really need... Let me break that real quick. I really need a partner for my boy Pike. And that improvement to my damage. We need to get rid of some of these Carlane items. We're not exactly fragile. But we are a little bit on the weak side damage-wise. Pikey boy also really wants to upgrade a little bit. The mithril gear thing is going to make this really good once we upgrade to unique. I think unique is when he gets his effect that his basic attacks are counted as dashes, right? I think. Which is really good. Technically not bad, but I want to break him instead. I really want this. Do a swap to Skul, so we can swap into Pike as soon as the fight starts. The Femme Fatale, triple ladies. Women in my Skul the Hero Slayer game. I wonder if they would do that, maybe. Go a route where your protagonist is a girl and we do the whole, the Hades thing where you... I mean, obviously, it doesn't seem like Skul himself has a sister in the mix, so you can't literally do the same thing. Maybe see it like go into like a duo setup where it's like, you know, have the game be a bit more focused on potential multiplayer because, you know, Skul itself doesn't have any good multiplayer options, but introduce the idea of having, you know, duo protagonists perhaps. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go. I don't want to pop that heal. I don't care if the fire is protecting you, ma'am. Damn, these hits are weak. My skill damage is pretty big, but my regular hits... Why does Pike do no damage with his basic attack? Look at this. Hit harder, Pike. I need you to be slamming, jamming. On the whamming. More damage, please. Look, there's fire over here. Actual flames. We're gonna burn to death. But then again, maybe having like duo protagonists would be a bad thing. It would distract too much from having a single narrow... Ooh, I do want it, but the 23 bones, I should say, are really big for meta progression for our boy Pike. We really want to get bones. We've got the whole rest of the run to get the rest of Masterpiece. I'm not really rushing the Masterpiece, but I am rushing upgrading him. If I can somehow... See, I'd have 23 less bones right now? It would suck. What did we get, by the way? Forward March? Forward March is not the one I want. I would have liked the parry, maybe. When I do a build like this, that's not, like, ultra dash. Like, we've literally got light speed. Or lightweight, I should say. Light speed's the old one. We've got lightweight for this reason. So that we can have, you know, some dash spam. The only problem is we've got the bad version of it now. Sir! Nah. Nah. Did I forget something, by the way? I feel like there's something down here. No? I gotta find a reroll NPC. We haven't had a reroll situation in a while where I've needed to use one. But we really can't use that other skill at the moment. That other one. The fact that you get infinite dashes, but you're no longer invulnerable, it's just bad. It's not good for us in this situation. It's okay if you can guarantee dashing into an enemy and not getting hit. But dashing is like... you kind of want to use it for escaping harm, you know? There are a lot of boss, especially Dad, you know? There are some really mean boss fights later on where you need those iframes, dude. You can't afford to give them all up. Like now, perhaps. Ah, see? The Doot got me. Dutenheimer caught me. And again he caught me. At the end of my infinite dashes. Oh my god, I get it, dude. Die. Why are these guys so obnoxious? We need more damage. We need more damage ASAP. Here, do this. Oh, dude, look, infinite dashes are also, like, shit. What is going on here? We need to boost the damage on this. This is only DM8, too. They're not even, like, peak damage enemies. These are, like, normal guys compared to what we're used to dealing with when it comes to higher difficulties. No, you're gonna die now. Thank you. God damn. Oh, that's bad. I don't like slime being here right now. Shit. Something good that we can use? Not really feeling the wheel, to be honest. I'm not really feeling any of this. This is kind of rough. What we're gonna have to do is sell off most of our stuff to make room for slime to copy something useful. So I don't like doing this at this point because I'm still benefiting money with the Carlean insignia, but we do have a pretty generous chunk of change. So let's get rid of that. I don't want double Carlean armor. See, that's what I mean. I like the armor. It's helping, but I can't afford to keep it. Nor that. Nor this. I think these 5 are okay. If I double my sword and we get to courage 3, I can lock in and get courage 4 straight away. That'd be really nice. Double this. Great. Double solar sword is a transformation. Be really good for us. Double mithril gear would also be good. And even double Knights of Termination would be really good survivability. And I could take out that 2 revenge and use it for something else. I'm okay with all of these. Preferably mithril maybe. Or hope slasher obviously would be really good. There you go. Double the hope slasher. I'm okay with that. And that lets us lock in 4 courage. There we are. Ooh, slime? Slime time? I don't think it's slime time. I used slime in a video recently. He's really good, but we don't need... Aha! Terrible blade shards. That's the wrong ring. You can tell because it's got the blue on top. I could pick up an execution axe for some arms. No, I'm looking for masterpiece. I still need... I've only got 2, 3, 4... 3, 4 actually. I can't get the last one without dropping... I mean, I could get the last one just to drop something and then, you know, delete afterwards. But I do need damage. I might buy it now because we, you know, we're talking about needing some damn it, double dizzy. Not double masterpiece? Why would you do this to me? We could do that. If I'm being greedy. Nah, nothing there. You know what? Let's get rid of you. Oh, that's much better. Look at that. Much better. The 4 arms, along with the courage. All the good effects going. Not to mention, obviously, having double hope slasher is really adding up. Lovely. We do have to bear in mind that by the end of the run, we have to get rid of lightweight. It just has to be sold because lightweight's not going to do anything for us in actual boss fights. But it is pretty funny when it comes to, as you can see, mowing down enemies. It gives us a little bit of that old feeling of what Pike used to be like, you know, back in the good old days when light speed was still a thing and you could spam out ludicrous amounts of dodge damage with his dash builds, which you still can do good dash builds, but I think Pike is stronger when just doing raw damage, you know, just build him like this and make him hit really hard and it just kind of works. And look at that. If we hadn't taken Samurai for the extra 23 bones, if we minus 23 from our total right now, we would not have enough to upgrade to Legendary at the end of the Sisters fight. This is why. We would have 3 Masterpiece, though, and have access to the 3 Synergy. Does not matter. Would you like to see Bald Man make a return in Skul 2? How about the Sisters? I want the Sisters to come back. I want the Sisters to secretly reveal that they've got 3 more sisters, and it's a quintet. It's a quintet of... There's 5 of them. There's just so many sisters, dude. What can I say? I like sisters, and I want the sisters to have more sisters in their sisterhood. I should swap. But I don't want to. I just want to stick on Pike. How did I dodge that first one? I thought I'd messed that up. I'm like, damn. I'm falling off. I'm dodging at the wrong time. That was a surefire fuck up. Damn, she died? Alright, I'm over here yapping and she's busy dying. Sorry, madam. Whoop. Again, eh? You like doing that attack, don't you? Yes, you do. You sassy bitch. Oh, thank you. Very nice for once. Good RNG. Very nice RNG. You've trapped me. In a cage of my own design. Madam. Ooh, is that a hitless sister fight? On DM8? Not bad, not bad. Not intentional. Not intentional, but I believe that might be a hitless Pike boy on sisters there. This is why we need the other 3 sisters. I want 5 of them. I want them to all have different colors like Power Rangers. Thank you. Thank you very much. This was very unexpected. Critical hits do additional physical damage. Very nice. Troll would have been what I take here, but we have some Masterpiece, so we may as well take it. It's kind of meant to be, right? It's meant to be. Critical hits are disabled. We can't take Cotton Bat. I'm tempted to get rid of Lightweight already, but we can't do that. We can't do that. We need Silent Cries, though. Pike's skill damage is massive, especially if we can get that reroll going and pick up Parry at some point. Our shield would be very nice. We do not have a Collection Desire build going, but that's fine. That's a good thing. We do a lot of Collection Desire. What else could we do, perhaps? We don't really need much in the way of defense at the moment. Some offense would be nice. Predicted Pain's not too bad, but it's not really what we want. Soul Strike would be a lot better. Especially with how we've got it set up right now, where I don't have my second ability. Or I could just take Shorthand and have extra damage with dudes that are close to me. 30% damage amp is not bad. Like, it's stronger. There's a much bigger damage amp on Soul Strike, but that's just for abilities here and there, whereas if I pick up Shorthand... And I never use Shorthand very much, do I? Yeah, let's do Shorthand. And you know what? I'm gonna do it. I know it's silly, but Lightweight, I've kind of shown it off already. Nah, let's keep it. Let's keep it. We'll get rid of it near the end. We'll get rid of it near the end. I don't want to keep it any longer, but we can keep it a little bit longer. By the way, did I say upgrade Pike to Legendary? We are not there yet. No, wait, we are. What am I talking about? I thought we were at Unique. At Rare, actually. No, we are definitely at Legendary. Yeah. Let's go. Dump that in. Still don't have a partner for Pike, but I don't really need one for a little while now. Not until a little bit later, perhaps. Once we get to the end of Act 3, maybe we'll have found a teammate. Remember when Pike had the dive? Remember when Pike had his good old dive? And then everyone complained, and we've lost the dive. I kind of liked it, man. It added a little flair, him being able to, like, jump up and do his little... Yeah! His little angled dive where he'd, like, snap down at someone. It was nice. Damn, that really only lasts for, like, a second, doesn't it? I think Lightweight needs a small buff. I like the way it's designed now, but my god, it does not last very long at all. There we go. Perish, I guess. Item room. Oh, this is bad. This is bad for business. Oh no, we got him. It's alright. Don't worry about it. I'm sitting here thinking that he's gonna get away with it. He did not get away with it. We did piss off Frieza though. Wait a minute. Where'd that golem come from? Sorry, Freezy Pants. Oh, you got lucky. You got lucky, I say. Got Kyrian! It has been a minute since we had Kyrian. I was gonna say Gunpowder just showed up. Crits. I don't have a lot of crit synergy though, but we do have Misfortune on this, and crits would help make Crown of Thorns better. But how long has it been? It's been so long since I've been able to throw out a wicked Kyrian build. Maybe I ditch Knight's Determination. Maybe we just ditch the Revenge entirely. I could put a point into Misfortune to get the crit rate that we need to help trigger Crown of Thorns more. Let's do that. Or Execute would be good, but Misfortune synergizes with our item a lot more. Kyrian kind of fucks up my plans, though. So, we have triple Masterpiece. To get 4 Masterpiece, I have to ditch Execution Axe, which I don't want to do. Or I ditch the Solar Sword if we're content to give up on finding Fulgent Dawn. And then the 5th one transforms and doesn't stay. Our item pool is getting a bit restricted here. We're not really able to wiggle around too much with what we've got. Yeah, give me that. I haven't got a Quint yet either. I probably should have bought Centaur right there. Centaur's pretty cool. It's a javelin. That's close enough to a spear. That's more or less a pike. It's basically the same thing. Shut up. Just break this real quick. My dude, thank you. Die. I think we're also getting a big damage boost thanks to Mithril Armor triggering on, like, everything we do now. But I think it was doing that at Unique. Who am I kidding? We're getting a big damage boost because our build is kind of cracked right now. We've got a lot of good shit going. Give me a you. That little ghost just hit me. I could not stop him. I couldn't do it. He was too powerful. Man, I just really would love to have a second skill to use on my Pike. Not you. Captain Useless, worst NPC in the game. Worst guy to rescue. Worst... Wait, is that the dash one? Oh, that's the movement speed. Yeah, it is. It's the... No, I'm not fitting this into... It would be nice to speed up a little. I've got too much stuff I want to keep. I've got too much stuff I want to keep. No, not happening. Sorry, not happening. DP? Ah, damn it. I'm kind of hoping for a Berserker. Berserker would be fun, just to give that attack speed increase. Keep him unique for the entire run, make him a buff bot. Yeah. Ugh, lady. There you go. Nope. 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 Die. Give me good stuff. Give me good stuff. Oh, actually, no. Don't give me anything. I want you, Jab, to give me... Damn it. The crit bow would have been sick. Her legendary. Do I take Centaurus here? I've got a little bit of bleed synergy going on with the help of terrible blade shards. Maybe Centaur wouldn't be too bad. It does inflict a wound after all. I'm taking it because I need something. It's just nice to have extra damage. We'll split the pool a little bit and start getting some health in the build. We have no survivability. We've got no defensive items, no revenge, no defensive measures. So it's very dangerous. If we can manage to go and pick up our javelin after we throw it, the cooldown is halved. So we always try and do that. Look at it go, dude. Pick up the javelin. Kill everything I can. Legendary? Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this and give me a bunch of stuff that I do not want? I guess it's money. I guess it's money. I don't want to use any of these. No. Ah, do I keep chasing? I have to keep chasing bones. I have to keep chasing bones for now. The most consistent power source is bones. Maybe you don't like it. Who knows? Maybe you're also... Stop. Maybe you're also just wrong. You know? Maybe I'm wrong. Nah, I couldn't be wrong. It's definitely you. Can you... Yeah, just die. Just sit over there and die. Yeah, that's it. Sit over there and die. Bones are just too good to go after. in the long run. Did I dash into that? I think I did just dash into that damage. He was not going to hit me with the whip, and then it... Damn, another samurai. And then he did. Drop down. We have to kill as many things as we can to transform our Kyrian. Once Kyrian transforms, dude, we're in there. Massive once this thing transforms. Cool beans. What are we at? 98 on the Kyrian? Not bad. It'll probably transform within the first... I don't know, half of the next area. Hopefully. Really? I mean, it's a little baby bit of crit. What's my crit at? 25? I'm debating taking it and just getting rid of my my solar sword at this point, but I'm gonna be greedy. I could break this open for a power boy, but I'm not going to. Instead, we're going to roll it out. And we're gonna... you delightful bitch. Okay, get rid of the solar sword. Put it on the ground, and then we'll... yeah, cowboy's cape, yeah. Put it on the ground, and we'll take a look and see if it shows up. If it shows up, you know, oodle. Okay. That's my execution axe gone, isn't it? Shit. Have to keep for the courage. Definitely keeping. Definitely. Yeah, it's the axe. Okay. We lose our 4 arms, but that's fine. We weren't locking in arms or anything. Damn. So there's our 4 masterpiece. The 5th masterpiece. Honestly, we've got some really good ones here. Like, these are all decent masterpieces. If we can find the last one, purely to transform the ones we already have, we're set. That's it. Build complete. You know? Holy shit. Hey, calm down a minute, will you? Did they hit me? I just realized those little guys just hit me with that. Yeah, get some lightweight. Get some lightweight into you little prick. Wait, there's a guy alive down here. Gotta kill him. Kill everything that exists. Masterpiece? Ooh. You know, attendance is better for me than regular Carleans. Bones. I was about to leave. I was considering it. But I probably shouldn't. I don't even know what direction that just went in. Where did I send that javelin, dude? Did I send it to the right side? I want to send it left side. Okay. We're at least past... Well, we're past halfway on Kyrian. That's good. Like I said, we might get it in the first half of the next area in Chapter 4. How long would you like the Skul sequel to be anyway? Assuming, you know, full 1.0 release kind of deal where it's out, it's fully revealed, and, you know, all the areas are there. Would you still like the runs to be about this length, you know, roughly an hour or so? Give or take, you know, 15 minutes either way, depending on how good of a build you've got going. Or would you like it to be shorter, longer? You know? Do you want characters to still have 2 abilities or have more abilities? You know? Ow. That's one I've been thinking about, you know? But I still want the formula to be the same way, where it's like 2 abilities per character, a bunch of swapping. Or maybe go the way, like, you could make more characters play the way that Ninja does, where... Damn, I got really schmicks right there. I'm not doing very good on the Chimera fight, despite how well the Sisters fight went. There we go. Or quintessences, you know? Maybe have allies come along and help you do stuff. There's a lot of things you could do. I just want to know what you... Ah, you bitch. I just want to know what you think, you know? What would you like to do? What do I want to do? Okay, so this is really hard because everything we've got is kind of cracked. Everything here helps. I can't afford to lose courage, so I can't lose this, this, or this. The 2 Hope Slashes and the Intense Pauldrons. The crit on Black Steel Dagger is helping me enable Crown of Thorns a lot. But I could arguably get rid of it for the ring because we do get a lot of benefits from it. Like, is it worth keeping Black Steel Dagger just to get the effects of rapidity and to get that fat crit chance to help Crown of Thorns pop off? If I had Gunpowder Sword from before, I wouldn't do this. I think I'm going to ditch Thieves to get the ring. The ring is, as I've said many times before, probably one of the best, if not the best item in the entire game. For me personally, I say it's the best item in the game. I just think it is. 40% raw, 30% attack speed, which more than makes up for the rapid. Crit rate 10%. We're losing, we are losing crit from Thieves that way, but it's consistent crit. Cooldown speed is big for us because we don't really get to use our abilities as much because I haven't found a reroll NPC since I told that first one to piss off. And a max life booster. I think we just do it. It's a crime. I know it's a crime. You watch. Gunpowder Sword's going to show up and I'm going to be upset. And I don't want to get rid of... Oh, you would show up now, wouldn't you? You would. It is ambition. It's ambition. I think we get rid of lightweight now. And use the extra points to fill in this. And then we wait. And then we wait. I don't think our ambition is going to get to build as high as we'd like it to, but it will build. It will build. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Assuming that I spend at least 3 points to buy, like, Kingslayer or something, we'll get a few points left. We won't get enough to... Maybe I have to get rid of Shorthand to make Ambition pop off more. Do we care? I do like Ambition, though. But you've seen what Lightweight can do. Lightweight's... It exists, you know? It's a thing. Let's go and do the rest of the room and take some damage, just so we can justify using Little Lady's... her gift. I want her to feel like she's actually helping us, so we're gonna get hurt. Can you hurt me a little bit? I want my little friend downstairs to feel like she's really helping. I don't want her to feel useless. There we go. Lady, I'm hurt! I need help! Please! Ooh. Is that for me? The Inferno Flower that restores half my life? Thank you. See that? See that? See that? Yeah. Yeah. My good friend. Little halfling girl down there. Yeah. Ooh. Here we go. We get to upgrade our nonsense. So we take this. Ting ting. They all upgrade. Now we're not keeping the Veteran's Boots as much as it'd be funny to keep it because, you know... Dashing and all. 4 courage is just that much better. But we are going to upgrade our mithril armor, so dashing does increase our physical attack for a few seconds, but due to the way that Pike's basic attacks now count as dashes, every time you just do a regular attack, it counts as a dash. So mithril armor just stacks up to full and just stays full constantly. So 80% more damage from that. Reaching the maximum limit decreases damage taken and increases our damage by 50%. So now we've got more defense and even more attack. It's like a Hope Slasher now. It's doing a ton of damage for us. Blade Shards is what I would consider ditching to get the boots in the build, but... Unfortunately, the boots don't trigger on basic attack. They only like trigger on actual dashing. If it was the other way around and they actually triggered on stabs, my god, this would be a good item for him. I still feel like this is good. We've got Centaur to help immediately trigger bleed. Like, this triggers one, then we trigger another, we get 4 seconds of swinging the blade shards. It's just nice. Like, bleed, and then blade shards is coming out. Like, look at this. Feels good to me. Thorns, and then Goblet. Yeah, we have to stick with the build, but this is kind of finished, dude. I don't know what else we could do. Attendant's Pauldrons is probably just going to stay here forever, and everything else is good. The weakest link in the build is the Pauldrons, but it's mandatory to help get us our build going. But it feels good. This is why I occasionally still get people asking in the comments about my decision to choose mostly skull rooms throughout my run instead of picking item rooms. I just sincerely, no memes, no joke, I feel like it's way easier to put your items together mid-run without needing to worry too much about... I want to get that. About taking item rooms. I feel like skull rooms, assuming that you're in hard mode and you've got access to the skull pillars. If you don't have access to the skull pillars, well then once you've made your build and you've got your boys at legendary, there really is no more need, right? So I need you to die. But in hard mode, when you've got a Ragnar skull pillars, it's just so much extra power that you could leave on the table. And getting the items together isn't that bad at all. Come along, sir. Damn that second slash. Damn you, second slash. Could you fall off for me? That'd be great. Thanks. Why'd you go over there? It's weird. Did he just kill him? Okay. I'm not gonna question. Dude, die. I'm still not hitting as hard as I want to. I want to be hitting even harder. Honestly, I'll talk to him, but I'm not gonna buy. Ah, you know what? Let's gamble a little bit. Honestly, not even that bad. I'm not even like mad at that outcome. I mean, I'm a little disappointed. Let's not get it twisted. I'm a little bit... Nope. I'm a little bit upset that it's not something better, and I did lose money on this, but... It's not the end of the world. What's up here? Ah, now you show... Ooh. There's my other... Wait a minute. I could get to 5 masterpiece. Ooh, I could transform the warrior's gloves, get to 5 masterpiece, get 4 courage. Is it worth it though? What's the cooldown on it again? 4 seconds? I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. And we don't need Masterpiece 5. You don't get a special thing from the lady at the end. We're losing 35% raw damage for that. I don't care. The bosses and the enemies are going to be too mobile for me to really care about landing that on them anyway. Ah, look, the ring showed up at the very end of the run. Of course it would. We could take Swanee, actually. I might grab her instead. Swanee showing up, it's a gift, it's a treat, it's a pleasure. Thank you, Swanee. The Centaur has helped us for a lot of the run, but it's time. When it's time, it's just time. Swanee, get him. Damn, dude, damn. Have a heart. God. We're getting hit a lot. I'm being very reckless, very careless. Very devil-may-careless, you know? Just, I don't give a shit. Just, I want to kill, man. I just want to get in there and hit him and kill him. We have our reroll lady, and I'm broke. So this is going to be really, 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 really hit or miss. It's also the Tsundere, so this is going to be really rough for us. Please don't screw my bill. Ah! Parry, but no... I'm broke. Shit. Parry, but no charge. I mean, I like parry over charge. It's not a problem to get parry instead. It's just... I want both. He only has 4. You watch me get the double dash abilities. You bitch. You absolute. Fine. 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 We roll with the punches. It's okay. The effect of the ability is still good. The other one is fine. The one that gives us a boost to all of our dashing. It's fine. It's fine. Am I screaming, crying on the inside? A little bit. But you know what? It's still fine. Because we get to do, you know, extra dashy shit. Increase dash attack, damage, and distance for 10 seconds. Yippee! I could take Clown instead, but you know what? I'd rather just break him. I don't really need another skull for me right now. I do it so I can end up further into the fight. Ninja! Ugh. It would have to be you, wouldn't it? But I landed on the right one. Ah. Bad for me. Ah, bad for me. Oh shit. Those hit me really hard. Oh, I can't see shit. You wouldn't dare. Ow. Oh. Okay. Having to concentrate is not on my bingo card for the run. Not at all, dude. I didn't want to lose my first life there. We kind of need that. Like I said, we're kind of going in as a glass cannon. The only problem is we're not cannoning enough. We're all glass, no cannon. Pikey boy needs to hit harder. You know what would be really good right now? A little bit of orc action. Bro, I went right through you to the other side of your body and that still hit me. I'm starting to call some shenanigans here. See, our damage, I feel like... Hell, sir. Enough. You're the expensive fella. I feel like... See, look at that. Our physical is at 630. Stack everything up a little bit, and it goes up to 1014. And that's not with courage triggered. I don't get it. We're just really not hitting as hard as we could be. Is Pike just, you know, a weak lad and isn't taking advantage of our good fortune enough? You damn well know if this was Warrior doing this, or Minotaur, dudes would be dying instantly. Actually, to be fair, if I had abilities that actually did something, it would also be better. Quick, 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 drop them. I can't afford to sit here. That shit just keeps dropping on me. No, it's not Yaksha time. Despite what you degenerates say, it is not Yaksha time. What it is time for is to go get some health back, because shit, son. Maybe it's also time to find another reroll lady and hopefully get away with it. Not spend our money until we're going to the shop and buy some food, maybe. As much as I'd hate to have to do that. It's kind of necessity at this point. Leave, save money. I don't think we'll find another reroll. We've had 2 so far. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. At least Kyrian is helping out. Kyrian's gonna be a big difference maker. Bones, keep going after bones. Just bones. We need to break this. We need to... Ah, I got hit by it. Don't let him slam on me. Oh, you're fighting on your trap. You're a smart lad. You're a real smart lad. I hate that you're so smart. You're a smart lad. Oh my god, break it already. Jesus. Dude, I'm not even kidding. I think Pike is just not doing damage at the moment. It's taking him so much to like, kill and break normal things. Oh, thank you. He needs to be hitting so much harder. Let's do the meme and just do this for a little bit. There we go. It lets us do... Like, we're gonna die if we do... Ooh, I was saying I wanted this. Wasn't I? Bone Scream is kind of fun. Because Bone Scream gives us a... an attack speed boost for 10 seconds, which does work for your other skulls. So if we Bone Scream and then swap into Spear Boy, into our Pike, that counts. See? It's kind of hilarious. Berserker is unironically kind of a lad that helps his teammates out a little bit. You didn't think he was a support boy, but he is. I can make that, can't I? Just wasted my scream before I got the swap back out, but it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Because now, we've actually got a teammate that can kind of, kind of help out a little bit. It's not worth, man, it's not worth. I should take it just to see what we get though, right? Just to see what we get. Garbage. You're not, wait a minute, you know. The cogs are turning. I see, I need courage. We're not doing any damage, right? What's my number 1 complaint? Damage. But I could lock in something else, make it 2, like, I don't know, chase, antique, doesn't matter. Where am I getting chase from already? Ah, that's right, the mithril gear. I could lock in, like, something else, right? Mystery even. And then we don't have anything maxed, and I could make this a golden apple run. We haven't done golden apple... I can't even remember when the last golden apple was, but our pot of greed is giving us a flat 120%. So we're gaining 85% raw, but we are losing a fat 45% courage amp on the 4 set. But we haven't played golden apple in so long, and I've kind of been worried about not being able to do one of them because we just do so many builds where you don't get to grab the apple. Let's do golden apple. Assuming I even make it past the dad fight, to be honest, I'm kind of worried that dad might just kill us because I don't have any skill. We're not going to be able to replace our skills at this point. RNG has it's weird. This feels like the most stacked, strongest possible build that is also, like, absolutely, like, weak as fuck. If that makes any sense. Wait, actually, I'm not even at full health. Break that. Yeah. Berserker is hitting so much harder than Pike at the moment. Just with, like, his regular hits. But that's fine, it's Berserker. I'm glad we've got him, actually. Berserker might be kind of clutch as a secondary support here. Balls? Oh. Oh, thread the needle. Nice. How the hell did we jump up and do that? I got tagged a little bit in there, but that was kinda schmoove. Yep. We do have blade shards. Yep. But no, there's no way to make this work. I should do a bleed build again. You know, the good old saw blade slash bleed boy build that I always default to whenever I need something fun to do. Ugh. What am I at? 8? So 7 or more is increasing skill cooldown per quartz. If I got to 10 or more, my life goes down. At 12 or more, we get a damage amp. How much do I get back if I were to destroy shorthand? 9. I'd go to 17. Minus 3. Actually, minus 6. So I'd go to 11. That sucks. You really need to get this early and then plan for it. I wouldn't even make it to the 12. Unless I got another curse. Or I just didn't take another one, to be honest. Just take one, like get last resistance maybe, and then leave it at that. Or even, is Collection Desire a thing that we could do now? I've got 5. That is 120%. I just don't know. Do we have enough raw damage for the amp to matter? I don't know. Because, hang on, a 2% amp per quartz. That's like a 30% amp if we had 15. We lose a lot of max life. We'd get more physical damage, more skill cooldown. I don't know. Do I go all in on that? I might, to be honest, just for the fun of it. I would get rid of Silent Cries as well. But I am getting skill cooldown, you know? I might ditch both. What if I ditch both? We do that. We buy you for security. We buy you. And then we ditch you. And then I could buy Collection Desire. And then we're at 14. So not quite 30% damage amp, but very high damage amp. But the physical goes up a lot more too. The 125 is worth it, yeah. Do this. So at 14... Yes. That's like, what, 28? 28% damage amp. The health reduction might scare me when I look at... it's not that bad. Let's see how this works. I think our raw physical has gone up a little bit as a result of these changes, but we did lose a lot of money doing that. But you know what? Hopefully we don't need it. Hopefully we just don't need it. I'm gonna fill in the rest of our survivability, because we have lost some health, thanks to ambition, but... we can course correct that. We're not even at 300 health. Not being at 300 health feels a little bit spooky, but you know, we're kind of going in as a big damage thing. We don't really have a ton of big amping anymore. If I was able to do exactly what I've just done and keep 4 courage, that'd be kind of nice. But the goal now is to acquire... Oh, look at the damage difference here. Really? Damn. The goal here is to get that golden apple, but I need to be able to get through Dad Fight. Yeah, none of this is gonna matter. We're too broke. Feed the kitty. It's the best we can do. Too broke, too broke, too broke. That's okay. Do the meme. Die so I can do the meme. Thank you. Give me that. And the cooldowns are almost up. God, I wish I had my charge and my parry. Be so much better coming into these fights with those two abilities. Here we go. Doing what Pike does best. I was going to leave this here just so I could get away with saying that there was at least one that I left behind. Alright. Dad Fight. I'm honestly not sure. We do have 2 revives now. We've got the 1 extra one. And we do have Kingslayer, which I always feel nice having Kingslayer for this final gauntlet. I know it's not like the most important thing in the world, but when you get to higher difficulties, like 8+, 8, 9, and especially 10, Kingslayer is actually shaving off a pretty big chunk of health for you in the fight. I didn't want to get hit there. Thank you for hitting me there. Stop that, Daddy-o. Yeah. Swap out. Do the dash flash. Flash dash, I should say. Up skill, get in. I might get her... Uh-oh. I was gonna say, thank you. I wanted her to knock him down to 10% for me. She should come back in time for halfway into phase 2, hopefully. Okay, Daddy-o. Don't be mean, alright? Aw, man, he's being mean. I didn't scream! Oh, that's a mean layout right there. Alright, she's back. He's gonna suck soon. Lucky for us. Nah, he's gonna suck now. Yeah. Luckily for us, we've got some nice dashing distance on our side. Oh, trying to swap and let the shield eat that for me. That's mean. That's mean. Daddy, that's mean as fuck, dude. Oh. Yikes. Oh, no way. We preserved the extra life. Ooh, that was getting scary. That was getting a little scary at the end. This is not even at DM 10. I'm used to doing 10 runs. This is an 8 run, and it's getting that rough. Dude, has Pike fallen off? Maybe the build just sucks. But it shouldn't suck. The build is nice. But maybe the build just sucks. Maybe I should have focused on Berserker instead. Maybe I go a Berserker run next time. Maybe Pike really does just need his dash stuff, but I've always liked physical damaged Pike. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe if I did have my crit and my gunpowder sword to trigger more hits. He hits very frequently, he just isn't hitting very hard at all. Sup, lady? Apple! The golden apple. For any newcomers who don't know why the apple is here, if you don't have any of your inscriptions maxed out to get the improved inscriptions, Masterpiece doesn't have one anyway, you get a golden apple. Know that I'm always on your side. So 100% more damage, 40% attack, and 50 health. Compared to some of the improved inscriptions out there, like spoils and all that kind of stuff, the Witch's Fruit, Mr. Golden Apple here, is actually pretty good. That's a nice boost. It's kind of like getting a ring boost in a sense. Only thing we're really missing is crit, but everything else, it's kind of nice. It's just good. So our raw damage should be over 1,000 now, right? Yeah, well, actually, way over. Yeah, well, actually, no way. Is that because of the Hope Slashes that I just triggered? No, it's just good. Okay, cool. It's just good damage at this point. I'm fearful for the little skull fight, to be honest. Especially after the last run, where my little skull fight was, like, very suspicious. Dude, I'm over an hour and 10 minutes on the recording now. Is this run just slow and sucky? Are we not doing damage? Maybe we are kind of, like, just shit build right now. Hit him. Thank you. Screw your rib cages. It's kind of funny how you get to say that in this game. Oh, really? You just get to say screw your ribcage? Oh shit, you're not doing your... I was gonna say, isn't it time for you to slam? Such a cool fight, though. When you get a chance to really watch the fight and see how it plays out. They didn't have to do this, but they did it anyway. I just wasted Swanee. I pressed it, I fat-fingered that. I meant to swap and go to Berserker so that I could start in that fight and get the shout before the... Damn it, man. Let's play this very safe. Yeah, let's play this a little on the safe side, shall we? No extras. We can't swap to Berserker just yet. Do it now, maybe? Oh, I jumped into it. I wasn't sure which one he was going to do. It's funny because you can live with that. He did it again. I couldn't see. I'm going to use Swanee getting in my way as my excuse. Yeah, there we go. You can get away with it if you have, like, delayed dashing. So yeah, you do that. You land and you do a really shallow, just barely there dash. Wow. You're about to go ape shit, right? Yep. I got hit by that. Ooh. Holy shit, he targeted me. Yeah, die. Die. I ran to the corner and I'm like, I'll just wait here and see where he goes. No, he just slamming at me. At me in particular. Now, I think with this particular build, we have to go Envious Tibia. It gives us boost based on proportion of distance traveled. When it reaches max value, do big damage, and for every for 5 seconds, all attacks, you know, are crits. It's good. It's going to help us with Crown of Thorns. Everything else doesn't really matter. None of the other stuff here really matters too much anyway. I feel a bit more comfy now that we're past Dark Skull, and more importantly, Dad. Dad was really tight on trying to get stuff done. I just have to slow the fight down a little bit and play it more safe. Which, given our build, I would never have assumed. Maybe if I just kept it as like 4 courage, I forget about Masterpiece and I just go like 2 revenge and then a bunch of other stuff randomly. I eventually get Fulgent Dawn, I get the ring either way. You know, just like play it ultra safe guy kind of build. But old man Alex... Oh, I landed in it. Do I use Swanee here? Ah, he's melting. Huh! What is this reality warping power? And what do you mean I'm going to stop you? And your reality warping powers with just the power of my adorable little Pike. Die. Like I said, I still really like Kingslayer. It was really broken when it was like 15% instead of 10. They nerfed it. Like on release, a lot of the dark powers were very good. You think having like Silent Cries and Collection Desire and stuff like that is good. The original Lightspeed and the original Kingslayer were so busty-wusty, dude. They were fat damage. Absolutely gross. I realized we didn't really do anything with Berserker in that last part of the fight, so let's let Berserker give his buffs like a good lad that he is. I dodged way too early. I'm not listening to the attacks, I'm just too busy yapping. What is this fella, some kind of yapaholic? A little bit. Did you hear the sound? I heard the sound. I bet you heard the sound, right? Because you're paying attention? Oh, here we go. See that lightning? God, that lightning hurts. Yeah, I heard the sound. The little dong. Nah, say goodbye to both hands. What? Do it again. You asshole. There's the damage. Holy shit. The damage is finally coming out. It was the golden apple. Either that or it's the murderous intent giving us guaranteed crits. It's probably that, to be honest, because my Crown of Thorns is getting a chance to pop off. But forget about all that. Forget about it. It's definitely the apple. The witch's apple is what's doing it. I choose to believe. We didn't need those extra lives, unless I die to old man Alex. Once again, before the end of the run, I'm going to return you to the original question. What would you like in Skul 2? Don't think that the devs are watching my video. I don't think they watch my stuff anymore. I'd be amazed if they did. I'm just asking. Do this. He tried grabbing me. Yourself. Final build. There you go. There's a quick look at the stuff. I just want to know what you... Hang on. Swanee! Yay, thank you. I want to know what you guys want. Do you want more story? Do you want, like, story further ahead in the future, in the past, a prequel, sequel? Do you want the graphics to change? Do you want to stay 2D? Do you want the combat to largely stay the same, or try and expand on the combat and have more involvement with things like quintessences and more active swapping where, you know, there's more encouragement to do that. Because yes, the game does encourage swapping, but I'm going to be the first to admit that a lot of the time you don't need to use that mechanic. Maybe some more emphasis on it. What would you like? You know, how do you want like a sequel to go? We can't really assume, but we can hypothesize. We can do fan theories. We can, you know, be stupid little nerds and talk about what we would and wouldn't like. So let me know down below whether or not you'd like the sequel to be largely different or mostly the same. It's up to you. Well, actually, no, it's up to them, but we can ponder. But with all of that said and done, I've got to get out of here. I hope you guys have enjoyed kind of a good Pike run. It worked out, but I don't know. Kind of a good Pike run. I will see you all again next time. Have a good one.